Good morning. I am starting my first official backpacking trip of my Smoky Mountain 900 miler, and I am in Tremont, which is by Townsend, and I am taking the West Prong Trail. So actually I'm taking several different trails today. West Prong to Finley Gap, I think, and then Finley Gap to Crib Gap, and then Crooked Arm Ridge, and to Campsite 6, where I'll stay the night. Then from there, the next day, I will go from Crooked Arm to Anthony Creek, I think, and then from there to Russell Field Trail, and then hop up on the AT, Appalachian Trail, and then take Bote Mt Trail down, and I will catch a part of Anthony Creek Trail that I didn't catch earlier in the day, which is where Campsite 9 is, and that's where I'm staying for the night on Saturday night, tomorrow night. And then Sunday I'll hike out Anthony Creek to Bote Mountain, and Bote Mountain back to West Prong. So today is Friday, February 5th, 2021. While I have hiked in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park for, oh man, 20 years or so, no, 30 years or so. I tend to do the same trails over and over again, which is kind of the same ones everybody does. And I had this notion last year to hike all of the trails in the park. And officially, it's 800 and something. It used to be about 900, which is where they come up with the Great Smoky Mountain 900 miler. And so now I'm starting. It just took me a while to figure out logistics. I'm from Southern Indiana, so, you know, of course there's drive time there. I plan to do mainly backpacking trips, but I will do some day hikes as well. But this is climbing right away. So I plan to show all the campsites and shelters I pass along on the way for those who are interested. And I may even do a separate playlist for that. I think it's about 39 degrees. I think the lows might be 23, which might be tomorrow night, the lowest low. And also overnight, tomorrow night, I should expect, I think they're saying at least a couple inches of snow, upwards to 4 inches. So yay. And now I am at campsite 18. There's some bear cables. I think you can probably see them attached there. Let's go down and check it out. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Still on the trail. I am at 1.98. Okay, so I'm at 2 miles. And that's what I think all of my calculations had. Let's see if I can rock hop this. Oh no, here we go. Okay. I still don't see a sign, but it's obvious. Oh, here we go. The trail follows that bridge right there. And although it says, you know, B and C, I'm sure A and D are somewhere. You don't sign up for those. You just sign up for the campsite itself. This one, oh my gosh, I should know this, but I think it holds at least 12, if not like 16 people. Here's the Communal Fire Pit. I mean, that is gorgeous, right on the stream. I mean, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, and it looks like there are campsites across the stream too, right back in there. Okay, if I were to stay here at campsite 18, I would choose this tent pad, which, as you see, it backs right up to a hillside. And this is what you would see. You're kind of secluded back here. Looks like there may be a tent pad there too, but like I said, I'm not really good at knowing exactly where tent pads are. This is the little trail to get back to it. All right. Oh, road. Okay. So, oh yeah, I've got 0.3 left to go to Finley Cane. And just a few minutes later, we come to the intersection of, so when I come down Sunday, I'm going to be coming off the Appalachian Trail. I'll come down that Saturday and then cut over, sorry, to a part of, I think it's Anthony Creek Trail, where campsite 9 is. So I'll be coming from the direction of the Appalachian Trail. But right now, I don't know if you can see that because of the sun, but it says Finley Cane Trail, Laurel Creek Road, and Lead Cove Trail, 2.8 miles. So that is this direction. So this is going to come as a shocker to those who know me, but I have figured out what the biggest obstacle to me hiking in the Smoky Mountains and making my miles every day, and that is talking. I have met so many kind and wonderful people on the trail already today. It's just such a community out here. As we're talking, 2 or 3 groups of people go by, and just everybody's just so kind and happy, and you just can't be a hiker and not be in a good mood. Well, I guess you could. I guess torrential downpours or, 80-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know. But on a day like today, you can't. And so now I'm a little bit behind, but I still believe that I will easily make camp before sunset. So yeah. Oh gosh. I better shut this off so that I can navigate the mud. That was fun, climbing through with a full pack on. See that very well. These signs are beautifully weathered, but it's hard to see in video. So I think I'm 0.1 to Crib Gap Trail. So here we go. Super sketch. But, I mean, there's no other trail, I don't think. So I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, I now remember watching some boys, Adam's Trail Mix Adventures or something like that. They're also doing their Smoky Mountain 900 miler, and y'all should watch them because they are hilarious and fun. It's so pretty. But now I think I recall them going through that tunnel, and this does look like a trail, so I don't think I'm lost yet. There's still time. But I see a trail sign up ahead. Crib Gap Trail is where I'm going. I think this is going to be Anthony Creek Trail. So that says Crib Gap. And that says Anthony Creek. And the trailhead is where I'm going. We're coming up on the day use picnic area at Cades Cove, or right before the entrance of Cades Cove. One of my favorite places. Of course, it's packed a lot, but when it's not, oh, it's the most peaceful place. Not too many people. It looks like 4 or 5 cars. And I believe that is Anthony Creek. Now, once I hook up across the street here, I'll be on my last leg today. That's Cades Cove. We've ridden horses there before. Nice little ride around the lower part. Of course, that's the one way. I gotta get out of the way, people are coming. So I'm taking Crooked Arm Ridge. This is what you get to see when you're not in a car, but you're in Cades Cove and by yourself. I mean, yeah, you can still see the cars, but I'm going away from that, so. Somehow I got through that with dry feet. All right, score. And I think this is our junction here. Let's see what this says. All right, that's the way I want to go. It says Crooked Arm Ridge Trail, Scott Mountain Trail 2.2. Okay. That was a very tough climb. As you can see, there's still a little bit of sunlight, but it is dwindling. Okay, and about a minute later, maybe not even that long, I come to campsite 6. So I'm going to show you around real quick. I know I need to get my tent up, but I think that I'm going to be leaving tomorrow before sunup. So I want to try to get a good record of what Site 6 looks like. From what I understand, it's pretty small. And as I come up here, here's the communal fire ring. And there's probably some good hammock sites back there, but that is a slopey tent site. So let me see what all is back here. I wish I could find something against a wooded area because it is windy up here, but I don't think that's going to happen. So this is a nice little fire ring, and I keep saying communal. I don't know if that's the right word. This is a good site for a tent. I think this is where I'm going to set up for the night. And I will try to record before I go to bed. Okay. I have made it. Oh, good morning, by the way. Day 2. I have made it to the Anthony Creek Trail junction with the Russell Field Trail. which is where I'm going, 3.5 miles up to the AT. But the campsite 10 is, I think, only maybe a mile or so. Hi guys. So the recording left off right at the Russell Field junction with Anthony Creek. I had some major technology malfunctions that I have fixed for the next trip. You can probably see that there was a little bit of snow starting, and by the time I got up to campsite 10, there was snowpack on the trail, on the campsite. I went all the way up to the AT, stopped at Russell Field Shelter for lunch, where I had lunch with several 900 milers, great people. I wish I could have spent more time with them, but I had miles to make. Then I went over the AT to Spencefield Shelter. I did not stop at Spencefield Shelter, but I went down Bote Mt to Anthony Creek, stopped at campsite 9, set up, and then I finished Anthony Creek and came back up to campsite 9, and that's about when the snow started. Ended up with about 6 to 8 inches of snow fall overnight. And then the entire trek down to my car. The next day it snowed. There was just a little bit of snow, maybe a little more rain there in the parking lot at Tremont, but it was a good 6 to 8 inches. Elsewhere, I had to post toll. Of course, I was the only one out there that morning. It was beautiful, and I really regret the fact that I had any problems with my phone and then I could not get the video for it. The whole purpose of recording this is for me to look back on and for me to have a recording of it. So fix those problems for the next time. And so I did. I'll put all the totals at the end of the recording. So I was hiking in snow the whole time, 7 miles, I think, on Sunday morning. And I wear Ultra Lone Peak shoes, but I had sealskins, which are a waterproof sock, and my feet stayed nice and dry and toasty the entire time. For anyone who maybe wants to hike in the snow but doesn't want to get a full boot, I would highly recommend the sealskin socks combo with if you're not going to wear a waterproof boot. So I'll put the stats at the end of this video and kind of give you an idea of how far I went. I do plan on going back at some point and recording campsite 9 and campsite 10. And I'll catch Russell Field and Spencefield as I hike the AT, which I probably am going to do in a separate trip. So that, you know, I want to have that for people to be able to see who are looking on YouTube for the different campsites. So I will do that. I also will probably hike in the winter again because I did enjoy it. Yeah, it was a little iffy at times, but it was definitely a great experience and one I kind of want to have again. I'm not sure when I'll get another video out. Less than 48 hours after I got back, I was in the ER and I ended up having surgery to remove my gallbladder. So I'm kind of recovering from that. And even though I have a trip coming up in the next 24 hours to Gatlinburg, and I was planning on doing some pretty good day hikes, I'm not allowed to. So I may get in the Gatlinburg Trail, but I have to run that through my husband first. So I'm not supposed to be on trails, and that makes sense. So I probably won't. But so anyway, I can't wait to get back out there and do another 900-miler trip. I can't wait to show you guys my routes. If anybody is interested in seeing kind of how I'm figuring out what routes to go, I can always do a separate video of that. I know we've talked about that on Facebook a little bit, but I'm kind of doing my own little things, but I'm using many resources. So if you guys want to see a video of that, I can always try to put one of those out. And I think I'm going to try to do a separate video for campsite 18 and campsite 6, even though I didn't get a whole lot of video of 6. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. One last thing here is my Sharpie marking on my 900-miler map. Started here, went all the way up here day 1, day 2 all the way around here, up here. And then day 3 back down here. One of these days that whole thing will be filled.